Our next awards exemplify the best of military volunteerism. The American Legion Spirit of Service Awards are given to men and women on active duty for their contributions to their communities and fellow citizens above and beyond the call of duty. Assisting National Commander Rystad in presenting the awards is Vice Commandant of the U.S. Coast Guard, Admiral Charlie Ray, and Medal Honor recipient Jim Mcmullen. Please rise as Commander leads us in rendering appropriate honors to Mr. Mcmullen.
And salute. 2.
Please be seated.
Our first Spirit of Service Award recipient's impact to the local community is unmatched. He volunteered over 40 hours to Solomon Elementary, ensuring that students and teachers had enough supplies and assisting with math labs and new student registration. Twice a month, he selflessly volunteers at the Oahu Society for the Prevention of Animal Cruelty. He provided the shelter up-to-date photos and free web design services. Representing the United States Army, please welcome Spirit of Service Award recipient, Sergeant Joshua R. Evans.
Good morning, distinguished guests, Legionnaires. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today and be recognized for my volunteer services. I would like to thank my home state of Missouri for my foundations and morals and being raised. And then I would also like to thank the 25th ID Commander, General Clark, and the state of Hawaii for recognizing me for my volunteer services to the community. As I look at the values of the Army, I look at selfless service as a big importance to me. Not only serving the country, but serving the community as well. We serve the community not to be recognized, but to help support and give. Well, anyways, so what I'm saying is to help support sorry, it's hard to follow all those other guys. So it's to help support and give out thanks for everyone, and when you get called to service, they're there to support your family and you as you're serving the country selflessly. So thank you again. It's an honor to be here today.
Our next American Legion 2019 Spirit of Service Award recipient displays an outstanding devotion to the people of his local community. Always generating a spirit of cooperation and camaraderie, he participated in over 90 team training and team building exercises. He dedicates his free time safeguarding his community with the Odenton Volunteer Fire Company, providing 658 hours of service and responding to 99 emergency calls. Please welcome United States Navy Petty Officer Joseph B. McPhail.
All right, good morning, fellow Legionnaires. It's a great honor to be here. When I first found out about this, my chief called me 3 weeks ago, said, hey, remember that picture I had you take? all those like random questions that you ask about what you did, all those random calls you ran. Well, I want to tell you, you won the Spirit Service Award for the American Legion. And following up a pretty terrible day, that was awesome news. I'm Rich from Arizona, so y'all got a special place in my heart. Being stationed in Maryland, I don't know how y'all deal with humidity. I'm a member of Post 40 myself. One of my fellow buddies actually introduced me to the American Legion 2 years ago and said, hey, this is kind of who helps us do the things that we do. So without y'all's help, we can't be out there doing what we do. So thank you.
This year's American Legion Marine Corps Spirit of Service recipient demonstrated exceptional professionalism and unselfish devotion by participating in numerous volunteer activities. He spent countless hours volunteering as the Food Angel Coordinator at local food banks, participating in community cleanups, and providing security services at local music festivals. An exceptional role model, he exemplifies the core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sergeant Anthony K. Marinelli, United States Marine Corps.
Well, I thought I had a speech until I saw those young men and women earlier. How about them? we might have a future president in the room. I'm truly humbled to receive this award, and I'd like to thank everyone who made it possible for me to be here today. But first, I'd like to thank God, who reminds me every day how blessed I am to be alive. Next, thank you. Next, my Uncle Rob, who served 22 years in the Army and spent 3 years in the Middle East saving lives. Thank you for your sacrifices and for being my biggest role model. My fellow service members, veterans, and your families, your service helps keep America the great country that it is, and I am grateful for all that you do. The American Legion and its members, all you Legionnaires, your commitment to the military and veteran communities is the embodiment of American patriotism. The Marine Corps, you've taught me many things, but most importantly, you've taught me how to live with honor, courage, and commitment. To the great state of Connecticut, my home state, thank you for giving me a great place to grow up. There you are. My family, you've shown me that in life, you reap what you sow. My beautiful wife, you inspire me every day to be the best I can possibly be. Our love and friendship is my life's greatest treasure. I wouldn't be where I am today without you by my side. Thank you all, God bless you, and God bless America. Semper Fidelis.
Our next recipient has demonstrated service before self by dedicating his time and efforts to many charitable organizations within his community. He devoted over 640 hours of off-duty time to prepare and serve weekly meals to the homeless at a local place of worship. Additionally, he served as a youth coach for elementary school children, coaching development and helping to improve and increase their self-esteem. In his personal time, his hobbies include hiking, working out, spending time with his children, and helping others. Representing the U.S. Coast Guard, please welcome Petty Officer Second Class Justin Mcmullen.
Good morning, Legionnaires and distinguished guests. Thank you for such an amazing opportunity to be here at the American Legion's 101st National Convention. I'm extremely grateful to have been nominated to be this year's Coast Guard recipient of the Spirit of Service Award. I would like to thank everyone who has helped support me through my volunteering journey and becoming more connected with the communities around me. Thank you, Lord, for your guidance and direction. Thank you for allowing me to serve you with my whole heart and to help those around me, just as you would do. Thank you to my Coast Guard for allowing me to serve in Kodiak, Alaska, and for my leaders, such as my commanding officer, Captain Jeffrey Good, and my administration officer, Chief Warrant Officer Milena Mahi. Thank you, Mom, for being here to take part in this celebration. Thank you to my wife, children, family, and friends who were not able to attend today. Your love and support is what fuels my drive to support those around me. Thank you to Abba Father's Christian Fellowship Church for welcoming me into your family and giving the opportunity to prepare and serve meals within your ministry. It has taught me how to truly put others' needs before my own. Thank you to all of the children I have had the pleasure of mentoring. You have shown me what it's like to be a kid again, how to thrive in and enjoy this life, no matter the obstacle at hand. To my fellow recipients, congratulations. Your hard work and volunteerism is appreciated and are a direct reflection of our American way of life. I leave you all with this. Go out of your way to help others in need, even if it's a simple gesture. It may not make a difference for you, but could be the difference for them. Thank you all.
Our next recipient is a leader exemplifying the whole airman concept. Since joining the Kansas Air National Guard in 2014, he has volunteered for 3 separate garrison deployments. He has completed over 3,100 mission hours and authored over 3,500 intelligence reports. He is married to Emily Forsberg and resides in Derby, Kansas. While a family man first, he enjoys spending time coaching wrestling for youth and high school age athletes. Representing the Air National Guard, please welcome Staff Sergeant Benjamin P. Forsberg.
Good morning, Legionnaires. Good morning to the Legionnaires from the great state of Kansas. Yeah. I'd like to start off by thanking all of you guys for all of your service, your continued service to this country. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a look in the eye and a handshake this week thanking me for my service, and I'd like to take my opportunity at the podium to thank all of you for your continued service to this great country. I'd like to thank my leadership back home, Captain Ferris, Senior Master Sergeant Jackson, Master Sergeant Smith. They put me in for this award, and I can't thank them enough. I'd also like to thank the Kansas Air National Guard for saving me in my life. I'd like to thank Lieutenant Colonel James Bilby, who 6 years ago, through wrestling, recruited me to join the Kansas Air National Guard. It was one of the greatest decisions I've ever made, and I wouldn't be here without him. To my mom and dad, I'd like to thank you for teaching me to be a tough, hard-nosed guy, and I'd like to thank you for always being in my corner. It's always appreciated. The tough one. To my wife, Emily, back home with my kids, I love you. I love that you've allowed me to go to all these wrestling practices over the years, and I understand that when I'm volunteering my time, you're volunteering your time. I love you. I'd like to share with you why I coach wrestling. And yes, I do love the sport of wrestling, but I love the people that wrestling makes. Through wrestling, I'm able to teach somebody how to win with humility and lose with grace. I'm able to teach somebody how to improve upon their weaknesses and utilize their strengths. I'm able to teach them that success is not made in front of spectators, but it's made behind closed doors when you're working hard. Lastly, I'm able to teach them that greatness can never be achieved, but it is always pursued. Thank you.
Our final American Legion Spirit of Service Award recipient made an impressive habit of giving back to the local community in Maryland. She volunteered 35 hours and helped raise $35,000 in gifts for families in need. Her efforts were key to Air Force District of Washington's Angel Tree program and led to her receiving a letter of appreciation from the Director of Salvation Army. Please give a warm round of applause to Staff Sergeant Heather M. Carden, United States Air Force.
Good morning, all. Hope all is well. I first want to start by thanking my family. Without them, there's support, motivation. I couldn't do what I do. I want to thank my unit, security forces, Andrews Air Force Base. They give me opportunities to do what I do, what I love to do. I love giving back. I want to thank the American Legion. We don't get to do what we do without what you do. You went before us, we follow in your footsteps, but you continue to help us, provide for us, support us from the home front. We appreciate that. I want to congratulate my fellow recipients. I want to say that the spirit of service, we don't do it for the awards, we don't do it for the recognition. We do it because we love giving back, we love giving to people. The spirit of service is not only in us, the spirit of service lives in every person in this room. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, please show your appreciation to the 2019 American Legion Spirit of Service Award winners.